These days, Felicia has to limit her shopping to the bare necessities. Her pension is the equivalent of 200 euros per month. That isn't enough to cover basics like electricity and water. And since her bank went under, she can't even use her debit card.
I'm trying to borrow money, but would you lend me anything if you don't know when I can pay you back? I have to get my pension first. But I don't even know when that'll be.
The 75-year-old is just one of many Snoras Bank customers who can't access their money. The bank was nationalized in the wake of a fraud probe, then shut down. The central bank president says there's no new banking crisis and that Snoras is a unique case.
The government will pay for all savings covered by deposit insurance. We definitely do not need any money from abroad.
EU regulations stipulate that countries must insure savings accounts of up to 100,000 euros, but other types of investments are not covered. Customers who want more information are rudely dismissed. Snoras Bank has a nearly €1 billion hole in its accounts. The bank's main stakeholder, Vladimir Antonov, owner of, among other things, British soccer team Portsmouth, has been arrested in connection with allegations of asset stripping. This summer, he wanted to acquire a majority share in the Swedish carmaker Saab, but the deal fell through. U.S. intelligence is said to have issued warnings about Antonov. After his bank's collapse, Antonov was detained in London, then released on bail. Prosecutors in Lithuania want to put him on trial after banking regulators let him operate at will for years.
We understand even from let's say, stories in other countries, for example, so-called Madoff story in the United States of America, sometimes such fraud schemes are very sophisticated and very difficult to recognize them by usual ordinary supervisory instruments which are operating in effective way in a normal circumstance.
Snoras customers may find that hardly comforting. Laura Petroskiene had put her money in bonds at the insistence of bank employees. She now knows that they weren't insured by the government and feels betrayed both by the bank and the country's leaders.
The only information I got was from high-ranking officials assuring us that there would be no new banking crisis, that there would be no more bank failures, that the laws would be improved, and also that the control mechanisms work perfectly, and that everything is monitored and tested.
Laura hopes she'll get back at least some of her money so she can pay for her daughter's university education. She also still has mortgage payments.
Where am I supposed to get the money? I've no idea. We have another child who's growing up and whose training or higher education we want to help fund. This uncertainty really doesn't help.
Felicia can't even access enough money to pay workmen who only work for customers who can pay cash. She'd been hoping to get her apartment renovated.
Everything's broken here. You can't live like this. I thought it would all be done by Christmas, but no. My life is drawing to a close and I wanted to have a nice apartment before I die.
Lithuania's government has promised that people like Felicia will get their money back, but she says she'll only believe that when she sees it.